where poverty resides. The children look for shelter from the political ties. No food inside the kitchen, no justice in the court. The promises of politicians are nothing but a sport. But we burning incense on the cold concrete ground, sending up a meditation that don't make a sound. Guys listening to the whispers of the neglected block, providing a foundation that is solid as a rock. Here my childhood horizon was a row of broken blinds, looking out at the neighborhood of desperate twisted minds, where the only benediction was the clicking of a lock, and the only congregation was the dealers on the block. I used to pray to empty ceilings, begging for a sign, while my mother was asleep from the prescription and the wine. Now I use this microphone to broadcast our collective plea, a secular confession for the world to finally see. From the gutters to the heavens, let the smoke ascend, hoping that the cycle of destruction comes to an end. We don't need no fancy temple or a golden dome to find a little bit of mercy in our broken home. These are our street prayers, whispered in the dark, leaving on the asphalt a tiny spiritual mark. For the forgotten souls who lost their inner spark, navigating through the shadows like Noah in the ark. Please hear our voice tonight. This ain't a Sunday sermon full of superficial grace. This is survival poetry from a dark, neglected place, where the youth are institutionalized before they even grow, taught to fear the system that they don't even know. I'm offering a song for the kids inside the cell, living through an earthly manifestation of hell. May your mind remain protected while your body is confined. May you find the inner freedom that the architects designed. They build their penitentiaries to lock up our ambition, but they can never incarcerate a spiritual condition. The true church is residing inside your will and soul, when you allow the Almighty to take total control. So let the prayers multiply across the ghetto sky, wiping every tear from the mother's weeping eye. The system will collapse from its own heavy greed, but righteousness will always supply what we need. From the gutters to the heavens, let the smoke ascend, hoping that the cycle of destruction comes to an end. We don't need no fancy temple or a golden dome to find a little bit of mercy in our broken home. These are our street prayers, whispered in the dark, leaving on the asphalt a tiny spiritual mark. For the forgotten souls who lost their inner spark, navigating through the shadows like Noah in the ark. Please hear our voice tonight. No stained glass windows, just the neon lights, guarding the flock through the dangerous nights. We don't need a priest to validate our plight, just stand firm in the cause, make light. Can you hear us up there? Jah hear every cry, every single prayer, from the concrete to the atmosphere. These are our street prayers, whispered in the dark, leaving on the asphalt a tiny spiritual mark. For the forgotten souls who lost their inner spark, navigating through the shadows like Noah in the ark. Please hear our voice tonight. Jah know the road is long and full of strategy. Them trying to blind the youth with pure anxiety, but we just sit beneath the green with canopy, exhaling truth to wash away the tragedy. No vanity can trap the soul that's flying free. We watch the system crumble from the apple tree. Through every cloud of herb of Eden majesty, the world is burning but we find our sanity. Yeah, I watch the paper burn, ashes on my notebook pages, locked inside the mental prison, staring at the cages. They want the anger, want the monster, want the cynic back, but I just sit and watch the smoke react, attack the track. My microdose of peace inside this macrocosm of deceit. I'm pacing on the concrete, feeling every single beat. They want the warfare, I'm just breathing out the heavy cloud, shuffling my thoughts until the silence gets too fucking loud. Rising above the static of the street light, chasing the ghosts into the silver moonlight. We blow the worries all away tonight. No, I'ma need it when the spirit's right. Floating high, watch the smoke rings fly, elevate the mind beneath the stormy sky. No more tears, let the past go by. We ride the future where the eagles fly. Just let it breathe. Oh no, let it breathe. My synapses are firing, wiring is getting tangled up, but every puff of wisdom fills a broken measuring cup. I used to weaponize the ink, stabbing with the syllable, but now the rhythm's medicinal, the feeling spiritual. I'm slowing down the fast lane, parking all my old demons, trading the screaming for the meaning of these changing seasons. Look at the circle spinning, perfect shapes of pure escape, rewriting history on this vintage magnetic tape. Babylon structural walls are made of illusion, son. They try to rule the world with copper and a loaded gun, but right here in the quiet space the victory is won. We don't need no ammunition under the setting sun. Just elevate your vibration, feel the healing stream. Life is deeper than a nightmare, brighter than a dream. Let the smoke clear the vision, let the nation see. The only chain that holds you back is your philosophy. Rising above the static of the street light, chasing the ghosts into the silver moonlight. We blow the worries all away tonight. No, I'ma need it when the spirit's right. Floating high, watch the smoke rings fly, elevate the mind beneath the stormy sky. No more tears, let the past go by. We ride the future where the eagles fly. Just let it breathe. Oh, let it breathe. Universal love is the only currency we need to say, yeah. And every word I speak is just another path I pave. Don't let them commercialize the truth inside your grave. We break the mold, refuse to hold the status of a slave. Smoke rises up to the heavens above. No more fists raised, we just offering love. You don't need no fire or a violent barricade to dismantle the matrix that the wicked system made. A revolution can be soft as a velvet sheet, flowing like a quiet stream down the city street. We weaponize the harmony, we dance against the gun, conquering the darkness with the light of the sun. No physical retaliation can never compare to the power of a population engaged in prayer. I spent a lifetime fighting with the closed fist, an angry radical at the top of the blacklist, screaming at the government, attacking the regime with the hyper-violent, chaotic lyrical theme. But anger is an exhausting fuel to burn inside your engine, leaving you broken in a cycle of avenging mansion. So I'm changing the tactics of my insurrectionary art, launching a velvet rebellion from the center of my heart. No stones to throw, no windows left to smash. We watch their monetary system turn to total ash. Our weapon is the poetry, our armor is the peace, forcing the hostility of the world to finally cease. Welcome to the velvet rebellion tonight. We conquering the system without no physical fight, soft as a whisper but full of spiritual might, guiding the generation back into the light. Yeah, the revolution is beautiful. They prepared for a riot, they bought the riot gear, open to exploit our anger and systemic fear. They wanted us to bleed on the evening news channel, but we showed up organized, wrapped in soft flannel, offering an alternative to the violent narrative, showing that compassion is the ultimate imperative. We undermine their structure with the gentle diplomacy, dismantling the fortress of their greedy hypocrisy. The system thrives when the children choose to hate, creating a friction that keeps them inside the gate. But when you answer the malice with the pure affection, you completely short-circuit their political direction. Let the music penetrate the iron walls of greed, planting a soft velvet flower where they sow the weed. The kingdom of the Almighty is established by love, descending like a gentle white peaceful holy dove. No stones to throw, no windows left to smash. We watch the monetary system turn to total ash. Our weapon is the poetry, our armor is the peace, forcing the hostility of the world to finally cease. Welcome to the velvet rebellion tonight. We conquering the system without no physical fight, soft as a whisper but full of spiritual might, guiding the generation back into the light. Yeah, the revolution is beautiful. Dismantle them with grace, leave a beautiful mark upon the human race. No more bloody battlefields, we changing up the pace. Find a sanctuary in the Creator's embrace. Drop the bricks, open up your hands. Love is the only force the universe understands. Soft rebellion, Jah commands. Yeah. Welcome to the velvet rebellion tonight. We conquering the system without no physical fight, soft as a whisper but full of spiritual might, guiding the generation back into the light. Yeah, the revolution is beautiful. The revolution is beautiful. pirates still rob the music of the beautiful soil, exploiting the labor of the children who sweat and toil. But poetry is a weapon that they never can control. It is the natural manifestation of a timeless soul. We chant redemption songs to heal the fractured tribe, infusing the atmosphere with a holy righteous vibe. No commercial contract can purchase the spirit's breath. We sing of everlasting life conquering death. Yeah, I sold millions of records but almost lost my sanity, trading my private security for a public vanity. They put my lyrics in the textbook, analyzed the rhyme, but I was just a desperate man running out of time, using vocabulary as an emergency exit door, bleeding on the microphone, carpet covered in gore. But these are redemption lines written with a steady hand, using my platform to help the weary people stand. Tearing down the billboards of the capitalist lie, we look at the stars up in the infinite sky. The ink is our medicine, the rhythm is our cure, keeping the message authentic, honest and pure. These are our redemption rhymes, singing for the oppressed, soothing the heavy heart, beating inside the chest. We survive the dark times, passing every test, finding our sanctuary in the land of the blessed. Let the music set you free. I used to write with a razor blade, cutting the track open, leaving the listeners paralyzed, devastated and broken. But the architecture of my verses undergone a shift, recognizing that this vocabulary is a sacred gift, not to destroy, but to rebuild a broken foundation, offering a therapeutic blueprint for a lost nation. From the depths of dependency to the peak of clarity, replacing old animosity with the universal charity. The words of the righteous man are like an orchard of fruit, feeding the hungry generation, strengthening the root. Don't let them commercialize the struggle of the poor. Open up your mouth and let the voice of justice roar. A beautiful melody can break an empire's wicked spell, lifting the heavy spirits out of a systemic hell. So tune your instrument to the frequency of creation and broadcast the truth to every single destination. Tearing down the billboards of the capitalist lie, we look at the stars up in the infinite sky. The ink is our medicine, the rhythm is our cure, keeping the message authentic, honest and pure. These are our redemption rhymes, singing for the oppressed, soothing the heavy heart, beating inside the chest. Oh, we survive the dark times, passing every test, finding our sanctuary in the land of the blessed. Let the music set you free. The pen is mightier than the sword ever was. We do it for the people, not for the applause. Correcting my mistakes, supporting our greater cause, breaking away from Babylon's unnatural laws. Oh, no more weaponized lyrics, just healing. Feel the vibration, a beautiful feeling. Conscious poetry for the universe. Oh, for the universe. Whoa, whoa. These are our redemption rhymes, singing for the oppressed, singing, soothing the heavy heart, beating inside the chest. We survive the dark times. battlefield is not across the ocean way. It's inside the human heart where the illusions behave. The flesh wants the luxury, the spirit seek the truth, creating a friction that destroys the wandering youth. You battle with the greed, you battle with the pride, trying to find a shelter where the ego cannot hide. But you cannot defeat the enemy with an outside sword. You must surrender your weapons to the Almighty Lord. Yeah. Civil war inside my skull, a daily insurgency. My subconscious mind is screaming with an extreme urgency. A faction of my ego wants to burn the whole house down, while my conscious mind is trying to protect the fragile crown. I'm my own antagonist, my own worst adversary, planting landmines inside my own vocabulary. No external hater could ever match the hostility of the monster in my mirror, mocking my stability. Dismantling the minefields inside the cerebral space, looking for a treaty to conclude a long chase. We sign a ceasefire with our own complexity, trading the chaos for a spiritual necessity. Ending the inner war, dropping the heavy shield, finding a peaceful sanctuary in the mental field. No more fighting ourselves on the battlefield. Let the psychological lacerations finally heal. Yeah, we're calling a truce tonight. I spent decades court-martial in my own mind, the prisoner of war to the trauma left behind, sentencing myself to a lifetime of solitary confinement, refusing to accept the spiritual alignment. But the rebellion is over, the troops are heading home. I'm decommissioning the missiles inside this heavy dome. I forgive the soldier that I was forced to become, reclaiming the tranquility that makes the mind numb. When you conquer the self, you win the ultimate prize. You see through the deception of the Babylonian lies. They want your mind divided in the constant civil strife, so you can never experience the beauty of life. But Jah provide a harmony to settle down the storm, transforming the cold heart into something pure and warm. Put down your internal rifle, let the conflict cease. The ultimate victory is achieving the total peace. Dismantling the minefields inside the cerebral space, looking for a treaty to conclude a long chase. We sign a ceasefire with our own complexity, trading the chaos for a spiritual necessity. Ending the inner war, dropping the heavy shield, finding a peaceful sanctuary in the mental field. No more fighting ourselves on the battlefield. Let the psychological lacerations finally heal. Yeah, we calling a truce tonight. Flag raised to the monster in the mirror. Now the divine purpose is becoming much clearer. No more friendly fire, no more internal terror, correcting the course of our historical error. The guns are silent, the smoke is clearing. That is the frequency your soul is nearing. Peace treated, Jah steering. Ending the inner war, dropping the heavy shield, finding a peaceful sanctuary in the mental field. No more fighting ourselves on the battlefield. Let the psychological lacerations finally heal. Yeah, we calling a truce tonight. Da 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 da. The storm is spinning violently outside the window pane. The hurricane of Babylon is generating pain. They shift the market prices and they propagate the fear, trying to make the population lose what they hold dear. Yeah, but in the center of the cyclone, I just take a seat, feeling the tranquil frequency beneath my steady feet. You cannot control the turbulence of an earthly nation, but you can maintain your internal divine vibration. Yeah, controversy swirling around my name like a tornado. Media throwing daggers trying to puncture my bravado. Paparazzi flash bulbs blinding my peripheral view. Lawsuits piling up a heavy psychological stew. But inside the eye of the storm, I'm sitting motionless, decompressing the stress, navigating the hopelessness. I don't react to the fiction or the malicious noise, trading the old hostility for a magnificent poise. When the world around us is losing its fragile mind, we search for the serenity that the Creator designed, a sanctuary of stillness in a frantic ecosystem, unplugging our consciousness from their corrupted system. We creating calm chaos in the middle of the street, maintaining our tranquility when the disasters meet. No longer letting the turbulence dictate our heartbeat, finding our paradise where the waves of madness beat. Yeah, stay centered tonight. My synapses used to match the anarchy of the crowd, a hyperactive mind where the static was too loud, an eternal riot fueled by dependency and rage, stalking back and forth like a tiger in a cage. But maturity is finding a cool, refreshing stream in the middle of a burning, devastating dream. I let the record spin around me without no impact, keeping my sanity and my artistic integrity intact. Don't want your frantic, scattered and easily displaced, so you can never analyze the deception you have faced. But a quiet mind is a fortress that they cannot reach, a spiritual height that their malice can never reach. So let their structures wobble and their empire shake. We enjoy the peace that the politicians cannot fake. Jah is the anchor holding us steady in the tide, providing an everlasting comfort on the inside. When the world around us is losing its fragile mind, we search for the serenity that the Creator designed, a sanctuary of stillness in a frantic ecosystem, unplugging our consciousness from their corrupted system. We creating calm chaos in the middle of the street, maintaining our tranquility when the disasters meet. No longer letting the turbulence dictate our heartbeat, finding our paradise where the waves of madness beat. Yeah, stay centered tonight. Of a beautiful escape, the anarchy unfolds. We already built the landscape in the arms of Jah love. We find our perfect shape. Take a deep breath, let the storm rage on. It will all pass away before the early dawn. Quiet composure, Jah phenomenon. We creating calm chaos in the middle of the street, maintaining our tranquility when the disasters meet. No longer letting the turbulence dictate our heartbeat, finding our paradise where the waves of madness beat. Yeah, stay centered tonight. Stay centered tonight. with a fearless disposition, fulfilling the parameters of my spiritual mission. Them come with iron bars to lock up my physical frame, but they can never incarcerate the power of my name. A celestial predator walking through the wilderness, conquering the wickedness with absolute gentleness. The strength of Zion is surging through my spine, an indestructible force that is completely divine. Yeah, I survived the meat grinder of a brutal industry, dismantling the traps that they set for my ministry. They wanted me to whimper, wanted me to fold and bend, hoping my artistic longevity would finally end. But my resolve is forged in the fires of Detroit steel, an armor of vocabulary that is heavy and real. A apex predator sharpening his lyrical claws, refusing to abide by the systematic laws. Unbreakable foundation, a metallic state of mind, leaving all the weakness and the doubt far behind. We stand on the mountain, letting out a heavy roar, guarding the perimeter of the ancient wisdom door. I am an iron lion, standing in the Zion sun. The spiritual battle is officially won. No weapon can scratch us, no empire make us run. Resilient as metal until our earthly days are done. Yet a monarch is reigning tonight. They thought the dependency would leave me permanently crippled, but the impact of my recovery is globally rippled. I'm an iron beast, revitalized, structured and tough, showing the world that my vocabulary is more than enough to shatter the illusions of their superficial trends, making absolute amends with my genuine friends. I look the devil in the eye, refuse to compromise, a metallic warrior watching the new empire rise. Babylon tried to cage a lion inside a mental zoo, dictating the thoughts of what the population can do. But the iron lion breaks through the copper barricade, dismantling every single trap that the wicked made. We wear the heavy crown of the conquering tribe, infusing the atmosphere with a majestic vibe. Stand up, my people, look at the strength in your hand. We are the rightful rulers of this beautiful land. Unbreakable foundation, a metallic state of mind, leaving all the weakness and the doubt far behind. We stand on the mountain, letting out a heavy roar, guarding the perimeter of the ancient wisdom door. I am an iron lion, standing in the Zion sun. The spiritual battle is officially won. No weapon can scratch us, no empire make us run. Resilient as metal until our earthly days are done. Yeah, the monarch is reigning tonight. Melt down the golden calf, forge the iron shield. To the demands of Babylon, we will never yield. The roar echoes from the street to the open field. Let the supreme majesty be beautifully revealed. Unshakable, untamable, complete. The Lion of Judah never faced defeat. Pure iron, Zion Street. I am an iron lion, standing in the Zion sun. The spiritual battle is officially won. No weapon can scratch us, no empire make us run. Resilient as metal until our earthly days are done. Yet a monarch is reigning tonight. The tallest trees inside the forest must endure the wind, bending down their branches where the ancient spirits pin. They don't make no noise to prove how big they have grown, providing shelter to the weary who are left alone. But the wicked elite are like a small aggressive weed, making loud commotions to satisfy their greed. True strength is quiet, resting in a peaceful place, moving through the universe with absolute grace. Yeah, I used to stomp around the industry like Godzilla, a lyrical colossus, a cold-blooded killer, demanding everybody recognize my massive stature, trapped inside an egotistical, destructive nature. But the higher you climb, the harder the oxygen hits. I was suffocating on the peak of my own wits. Now I'm stepping down from the mountain of my pride, becoming a humble giant with nothing left to hide. We don't need to step on others just to reach the sky. We grow our roots deep so the branch can reach high, walking through the valley with a gentle, steady stride, replacing our arrogance with the spiritual guide. We are the humble giants, standing in the road, protecting the little ones who are trying to grow. No need to boast about the power that we know. We let our quiet actions put on the ultimate show. Oh, yeah. True strength is gentle. My shadow used to block the sun for the upcoming youth, dictating the parameters of what was considered truth. But that's a heavy burden for a mortal man to carry. The expectations of the world were getting kinda scary, so I shrank my ego down to the size of a pebble, disconnecting from the frequency of the loud rebel. I'd rather be a giant who is sitting on the floor, teaching the children how to open up the wisdom door. David took the stone and brought Goliath to his knees, showing that the Almighty does exactly what he pleases. Do not depend on physical size or material weight. That is an illusion that will never make you great. The true giants are the ones who serve the human race, spreading love and harmony in every single space. So let the proud look down upon our simple lifestyle. We answer their hostility with a peaceful smile. We don't need to step on others just to reach the sky. We grow our roots deep so the branch can reach high, walking through the valley with a gentle, steady stride, replacing our arrogance with a spiritual guide. We are the humble giants, standing in the road, protecting the little ones who are trying to grow. No need to boast about the power that we know. We let our quiet actions put on the ultimate show. Oh, true strength is gentle. The target, the easier the fall. So walk flat on the earth, answer the divine call. No more megalomania, we dismantling the wall. Universal love is the greatest thing of all. Sit down, lower your perspective, let the Almighty make your soul effective. Quiet strength, your protection. We are the humble giants, standing in the road, protecting the little ones who are trying to grow. No need to boast about the power that we know. We let our quiet actions put on the ultimate show. Yeah, true strength is gentle. Stand tall but stay low. Hey. Oh, pirates still rock the music of the beautiful soil, exploiting the labor of the children who sweat and toil. But poetry is a weapon that they never can control. It is the natural manifestation of a timeless soul. We chant redemption songs to heal the fractured tribe, infusing the atmosphere with a holy, righteous vibe. No commercial contract can purchase the Spirit's breath. We sing of everlasting life, conquering death. Yeah, I sold millions of records but almost lost my sanity, trading my private security for a public vanity. They put my lyrics in the textbook, analyzed the rhyme, but I was just a desperate man running out of time, using vocabulary as an emergency exit door, bleeding on the microphone, carpet covered in gold. But these are redemption lines written with a steady hand, using my platform to help the weary people stand. Tearing down the billboards of the capitalist lie, we look at the stars up in the infinite sky. The ink is our medicine, the rhythm is our cure, keeping the message authentic, honest and pure. These are our redemption rhymes, singing for the oppressed, soothing the heavy heart beating inside the chest. We survive the dark times, passing every test, finding our sanctuary in the land of the blessed. Let the music set you free. Hey. I used to write with a razor blade, cutting the track open, leaving the listeners paralyzed, devastated and broken. But the architecture of my verses undergone a shift, recognizing that this vocabulary is a sacred gift, not to destroy but to rebuild the broken foundation, offering a therapeutic blueprint for a lost nation. From the depths of dependency to the peak of clarity, replacing the old animosity with a universal charity. The words of the righteous man are like an orchard of fruit, feeding a hungry generation, strengthening the root. Don't let them commercialize the struggle of the poor. Open up your mouth and let the voice of justice roar. Beautiful melody can break an empire's wicked spell, lifting the heavy spirit side of a systemic hell. So tune your instrument to the frequency of creation and broadcast the truth to every single destination. Tearing down the billboard of the capitalist lie, we look at the stars up in the infinite sky. The ink is our medicine, the rhythm is our cure, keeping the message authentic, honest and pure. These are our redemption rhymes, singing for the oppressed, soothing the heavy heart beating inside the chest. We survive the dark times, passing every test, finding our sanctuary in the land of the blessed. Let the music set you free. The pen is mightier than the sword of war. We do it for the people, not for the applause. Correcting my mistakes, supporting a greater cause, breaking the way from Babylon's unnatural laws. No more weaponized lyrics, just healing. Feel the vibration, the beautiful feeling. Conscious poetry for the universe. These are our redemption rhymes, singing for the oppressed, soothing the heavy heart beating inside the chest. Oh, we survive the dark times, passing every test, finding our sanctuary in the land of They shot the messenger to silence the message of peace, hoping the spiritual vibration of the tribe would cease. 2 bullets in the chest couldn't stop the revelation. Jah protected the servant to heal the entire nation. The scars upon my flesh are just a testament of grace, showing that the devil cannot wipe away my face. A true teacher must bleed for the wisdom that he brings, so the broken-hearted children have a song to sing. Yeah, they put me on a pedestal, labeled me a savior, then crucified my character for my erratic behavior. I took 1,000,000 verbal bullets from the media syndicate, trying to defend the sanity that I could never vindicate. Bleeding on the public stage, ODing on the bathroom floor, a broken spiritual guide knocking on death's door. But the wounds are where the light finally entered the crack. I'm a scarred visionary, but I'm officially back. The blood on the pages is starting to dry. We look at our scars under the afternoon sky, no longer ashamed of the damage we sustained. Every single injury was beautifully ordained. Listen to the words of the wounded prophet tonight. He survived the darkness just to bring you the light. Though the body is scarred, the vision is bright, healing the generation from the internal blight. Yeah, the messenger survived the storm. My ribs are held together by the poetry. I wrote a metaphorical life vest, keeping the soul afloat. I used to think my suffering was a private penalty, but now I see it was an educational necessity to speak to the depressed kids sitting in the dark room, showing them that flowers can survive a nuclear boom. I'm a walking casualty who conquered his dependency, injecting these broken blocks with the therapeutic tendency. They can injure the flesh, but they can never touch the mind. The Holy Spirit is a fortress that they cannot find. So let the hypocrites celebrate the damage that they made. The internal fire of righteousness will never fade. We use our wounds as a map to navigate the lost, spreading unconditional love no matter what the cost. Stand up, wounded prophet, put the record back on. The darkest hours just a memory before the dawn. The blood on the pages is starting to dry. We look at our scars under the afternoon sky, no longer ashamed of the damage we sustained. Every single injury was beautifully ordained. Listen to the words of the wounded prophet tonight. He survived the darkness just to bring you the light. Though the body is scarred, the vision is bright, healing the generation from the internal blight. Yeah, the messenger survived the storm. Are just trophies of the wars we won, walk in the protection of the Almighty Son. No weapon formed against the spirit can prosper. Deliver the truth that the system can foster. I'm still bleeding, but I'm still standing. That is the destiny Jah was commanding. Wounded but whole, divine control. Listen to the words of the wounded prophet tonight. He upon the damaged plastic groove. The message of the music still makes the body move. They tried to scratch the truth out of the history book, distorting every righteous path our ancestors took. But the rhythm of the universe cannot be erased. No matter how much exploitation we have faced, every crack inside the record tells a story of survival, chanting down the system for a spiritual revival. Yeah, my life is like an old LP that skipped a dozen times, scratched by the critics who hated on my rhymes. Trapped inside the loop of my own self-sabotage, living in a hall of mirrors, chasing a mirage. But there's a beauty in the fracture, a magic in the skip, an authenticity they couldn't ruin or strip. From the broken pieces of a highly dysfunctional youth, I dropped the diamond needle and exposed the ugly truth. Spinning round and round in a world of pure distortion, trying to maintain our psychological proportion. We amplify the scratches, we don't try to hide the dent. Every single flaw is exactly what we meant. Play the broken vinyl, let the music loop again, reminding us of everywhere our weary feet have been. Though the surface is uneven, we appreciate the strain, finding beautiful salvation in the middle of the pain. Yeah, let the record skip. My biography is warped, melted by the heat of fame, an outdated format that they tried to mock and shame. They wanted me to stay compressed inside the digital file, a predictable commodity that could easily compile. But I'm analog, baby, full of hiss and heavy pop, a relentless cadence that the industry can't stop. We take the imperfections and we turn them into art, rewiring the stereo system of the human heart. Babylon want everything symmetrical in code, a synthetic lifestyle that can be easily controlled and sold. But Jah created humans with the beautiful defect, teaching us that broken things deserve our deep respect. So let the vinyl spin with all its analog dust. In the wisdom of the rhythm we can safely put our trust. The song is never ended, it just echoes in the air, reaching every corner of depression and despair. Spin round and round in a world of pure distortion, trying to maintain our psychological proportion. We amplify the scratches, we don't try to hide the dent. Every single flaw is exactly what we meant. Play the broken vinyl, let the music loop again, reminding us of everywhere our weary feet have been. Though the surface is uneven, we appreciate the strain, finding beautiful salvation in the middle of the pain. Yeah, let the record skip. The skipping in the track just gives it more character. Protect the ancient frequency from the predator. We don't need no digital editing to fix the flow. Just let the natural dynamic beautifully grow. Let it spin even when it hurts to listen. See the diamond needle, how it starts to glisten. Pure transmission. Play the broken vinyl, let the music loop again, reminding us of everywhere our weary feet have been. Though the surface is uneven, we appreciate battlefield is not across the ocean wave. It's inside the human heart where the illusions behave. The flesh want the luxury, the spirit seek the truth, creating a friction that destroys the wandering youth. You battle with the greed, you battle with the pride, trying to find a shelter where the ego cannot hide. But you cannot defeat the enemy with an outside sword. You must surrender your weapons to the Almighty Lord. Yeah, civil war inside my skull, a daily insurgency. My subconscious mind is screaming with an extreme urgency. A faction of my ego wants to burn the whole house down, while my conscious mind is trying to protect the fragile crown. I'm my own antagonist, my own worst adversary, planting landmines inside my own vocabulary. No external hater could ever match the hostility of the monster in my mirror, mocking my stability. Dismantling the minefields inside the cerebral space, looking for a treaty to conclude the long chase. We sign a ceasefire with our own complexity, trading the chaos for a spiritual necessity. Yeah. And in the inner war, dropping the heavy shield, finding a peaceful sanctuary in the mental field. No more fighting ourselves on the battlefield. Let the psychological lacerations finally heal. Yeah, we calling a truce tonight. I spent decades court-martialed in my own mind, a prisoner of war, took the trauma left behind, sentencing myself to a lifetime, a solitary confinement, refusing to accept the spiritual alignment. But the rebellion is over, the troops are heading home. I'm decommissioning the missiles inside this heavy dome. I forgive the soldier that I was forced to become, reclaiming the tranquility that makes the mind numb. When you conquer the self, you win the ultimate prize. You see through the deception of the Babylonian lies. They want your mind divided in a constant civil strife, so you can never experience the beauty of life. But Jah provide a harmony to settle down the storm, transforming the cold heart into something pure and warm. Put down your internal rifle, let the conflict cease. The ultimate victory is achieving a total peace. Dismantling the minefield inside the cerebral space, looking for a treaty to conclude the long chase. We sign a ceasefire with our own complexity, trading the chaos for a spiritual necessity. Yeah. And in the inner war, dropping the heavy shield, finding a peaceful sanctuary in the mental field. No more fighting ourselves on the battlefield. Let the psychological lacerations finally heal. Yeah, we calling a truce tonight. Now the divine purpose is becoming much clearer. No more friendly fire, no more internal terror, correcting the course of our historical error. The guns are silent, the smoke is clearing. That is the frequency your soul is nearing. Peace treaty, just steering. And in the inner war, dropping the heavy shield, finding a peaceful sanctuary